Joined by Coach Sarah Condra of the victorious CBU Ladybucks. Big 67-62 win, Coach. Keeps you right there in the playoff spot at the end of the season, and congratulations on a big win tonight.
Thank you. It was huge for us. We really needed this one, and I know it just feels good to get back into the win column. It feels like it's been a while.
That was a tough stretch. It's a tough stretch there. Those 4 in a row, 3 on the road, but it looked like they played well, just couldn't quite get over the hump on a few of those games. But tonight, I'll tell you, we mentioned in the pregame some of the notes Eric put together. Samantha Reeves 8 for 9 from the field.
Right.
Had a little foul trouble, but a big game by Sam tonight. 17 points to lead them in scoring.
Yeah, she's huge. Yeah, I mean, she's been huge for us all year long, and when she plays well, we generally play well. But, even with the foul trouble, I was really proud of all our post players tonight, especially Sam with the scoring. But, with Lindsay being out right now and we're having to battle some really big teams.
Right.
32 and 34 are really big post players that are good down there on the block. And so I was really proud of everybody that got down in there and fronted the post and worked hard. I mean, Courtney even got switched out on him one time and did a really good job of playing post defense. I was really proud of all our post players, but Sam's been solid and our go-to player all year long.
Tell you, 50%. Not sure that the audio is working here, Coach. We can hear each other.
All right.
Anyway, 50% shooting for the Ladybucks tonight. That you've been there a couple times this year, but boy, that's again against a big team too. That's a big asset. When you can get 50%,
right,
you're gonna and keep them around that 60-point mark. They gave up 62,
right,
but you've said all along around 60, and especially if you can get that kind of shooting,
right,
you're gonna have a good chance to win a game.
Right. Oh yeah, and we have struggled, but I tell you what we've really focused on the last several practices and couple of games is really not focusing so much on shooting the outside shot, but really trying to get into a rhythm through drives or post feeds and get some easy buckets, and then that'll kind of feed us on the outside. And Courtney has shot the ball really well the last 3 games from the 3-point line. I mean, she was 3 of 7 tonight, but I mean she's been pretty solid from there the last several games. But and I thought, we shot 16 threes tonight, but I mean.
We hit
scored,
6 of them.
Yeah,
38% is not bad as a team.
No, and it's when you normally average 26%, and so that's really good for us. But no, I thought we took good shots tonight, and I think that's huge when you're not forcing and doing all that, and you got 32 points in the paint, and I think a lot of that shot selection.
Well, and 18 assists on the 25 baskets too. That was good distribution. Like I say, there was a lot of awareness by a couple of passes by Courtney. That one no look from half court. That was really sweet. That got the team fired up, the bench fired up. But you mentioned underneath, April Bonner struggled in some areas tonight, but 5 of 6 at the line. She's playing hard. She's getting some starts now at the end, toward the end of her career, and so she's giving you some minutes. Everybody's having to contribute. But you mentioned Courtney with shooting. I know you talked about in one of our previous interviews you wanted to get her some rest from the point, and I saw that Sarah Owen was running the point probably a little more than we've seen her. Well, you were on the road, but still kept Courtney in the game, but maybe shifted her off of handling the ball to give her some rest, even though still in the game where she can be more of a shooter, be the 2-guard.
Yeah. We did that a lot over the weekend when we were up at Shorter and Lee, and I thought she did a tremendous job. And she never shied away from the basketball. I mean, she goes and gets it and is aggressive, and it does give Courtney a little bit of a break. And then, she doesn't have to worry about making all the decisions and running everything. And I think it gives Sarah confidence knowing that Courtney's in there too.
Yeah.
That
she's got help if she gets in a bad spot, and then she can get right back.
That it's not all on her, and I think they played well off of each other. And so I've been really pleased with Sarah and what she's done the last 2 games. She went in hard tonight and got clobbered there on that foul. But that's something that we worked on this week in practice is, driving and continuing to drive even when you're getting bumped, because if you continue to go, then you're either going to go all the way or you're going to get fouled. And I thought we did a good job of that tonight.
Yep, absolutely. And till the end, the free throws really were good. It struggled a little bit coming down the stretch, put maybe a gray hair or two in you as the end of that game was coming. But up to that point, other than those free throws at the end, like I say, overall, I think a great shooting night overall for the Lady Bucks. And, Ashley Schaefer was disappointed, missed a free throw, missed the double-double. First thing she told me when she came over, she goes, I missed that free throw, and I end up with 9 and 10.
Yeah.
But what an effort by Ashley tonight. Again, one of your two seniors. And leadership, just toughness out there on the floor.
Right. Yeah, I've got to give our upperclassmen, our three captains, Sam, Ashley, and Courtney, so a lot of credit because, when you got a younger team or one that's not as experienced, they've really kept this team afloat as far as just the mentality of it. And, after we've lost these last three, we could have easily put our heads down and kind of folded, but they're not going to let this team do that. And I think that's where our program will start to shift, is now we've got that type of leadership. And I think that is what will grow our program the most.
And you'll miss Ashley after this year, but those others are still coming back to continue to lead. And like I say, it's such a young team. We mentioned it. April's getting some minutes now, but other than Ashley, everybody coming back, and so many freshmen that continue to get thrown in the mix. We mentioned Sarah Owen earlier, but Michaela Enix is getting in there, and then some of your sophomores with Blissett and
yeah. I mean, Michaela came in and hit a real big three for us, and 5 points and 3 rebounds in 11 minutes, and Blissett is just solid.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not ever going to light it up for you, but she plays solid. You can depend on her. And, I told her this week and told the team, that it's players like Blissett that come in here every day and work hard and just care about our team. And she does it every day, not knowing whether or not she'll play 2 minutes, 10 minutes, or no minutes. And that's what you look for in players.
Absolutely. That's right. Let's look for a minute if we've got another minute or so at the standings there in the league, Coach. Lady Bucks in the tournament at this point and hanging on there 5-9. I don't know what else happened above us tonight, but potentially a 2-game stretch. But West Al, one of the teams coming in with West Georgia, they were a game behind heading into tonight. 2 big games next week, not to overlook Saturday's game, but the teams you're fighting with and to get this young team in the conference playoffs, even if you're on the road, that would be huge just to get another game, if nothing else. And, man, if you could get to Birmingham, that would be amazing here this season. But it is really tight at the top and really tight at the bottom. And everybody, these last several games, especially this 4 games here, it'll be a tough game against Delta. Don't know who won up there at Union tonight with those two tied, but Delta will be a tough game, but we seem to play them really well here at home.
Right, yeah. No, we beat them last year, so we're going to try to come up with a game plan on how to defend those 2 big players that they got. I mean, they're a solid basketball team, but, we're going to, give it our best shot and try to come out with that win. And, I mean, that'd be huge for us if we could beat them 2 years in a row. And, it'd give us a lot of confidence going into next week, which are 2 really huge games
really
for
big
us.
Games.
They're huge games. And, if we can create a little separation from the bottom, then that would really help us.
Then you go back on the road for 4 tough games back on the road to almost end the season at West Florida, at Valdosta, then home against Huntsville, and then at North Al and at Union to finish off the regular season at the end of this month. But, seems like just yesterday we were starting it off on the road, the Ole Miss game, and I was wishing you all could have christened that new arena down there, but they did it halfway through the season.
Right,
but maybe we get to go down there next year and see it in the preseason. But, Coach, want to congratulate you on another great win, starting to build something here as we've talked about, and let them have I guess the rest of the night off and then get them ready tomorrow for a big game Saturday against Delta.
That's right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.